Where the hell are the good women at?
Every time we hear a big
Shut up, bitch!
Somebody need to tell Herschel Walker to get his son off of TikTok, because I'm tired of seeing this dude speak on heterosexual relationships when it's clear to see that you sweeter than the honey on the honeycomb. Let's keep it moving. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So I got a little bit of a compilation / mashup video for you guys. Is she wifey material? Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
How old are you?
I am 30.
How much would you want a first date to cost?
It doesn't matter because I pay for myself and he should pay for himself in case it doesn't work out. So nobody should waste money.
So on the first date, you'd be fine if we split it 50-50.
I've always done that
Why is that your mentality?
because I feel like a man shouldn't waste his money on me if I'm not interested in him, vice versa.
So at what point do you start letting your man pay for you?
When we're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Does that mean he has to pay for your hair and your nails too?
Oh, hell no. I'm an independent woman. I work in cybersecurity. I got me. And he should know that even if he said it's 10%, I can handle that 90%. That's how confident I am in me.
Now what about when you're married?
When I'm married, same difference. It's 2023, you know? That mentality where women...
Oh, it's actually 2024.
2024, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a bit tipsy.
How old are you?
Now, this seems to be a woman that is thinking very, very logically. And no, I'm not just saying that because she's Asian, because I know I've spent a lot of time in Southeast Asia these last 6 months. But to be brutally honest with you guys, I think if more women took this approach in dating, I think dating would actually be a lot more enjoyable, because now there's nothing, you actually have to be your authentic self and actually get to know one another, because a man isn't just being measured by how extravagant the day it is or how much money he's spending. Because what a lot of women don't realize that are asking for these extravagant dates is that if that wasn't really a factor for women, what would y'all really have to go off of if y'all were dating these men? And then for a man, he's looking at you like you got a price tag on you, so you already know where his mind is going. But see, they don't want to have that conversation now, do they? Let's keep it moving.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Hey, is it okay if I ask you a question?
Of course.
All right. What's one move you can do in a relationship to keep your man happy?
I got it. How was that?
You didn't say anything.
Exactly.
Excuse me, ma'am.
God. You know the bar is set so low when all a woman gotta do is just sit there and shut the fuck up. Oh my goodness, man. Let's keep it moving.
How much did a guy make in a year?
My boyfriend makes like 20 grand. That's fucking it? Yeah, he works really hard. Okay, but he should at least be making 200K. He's a janitor at the high school. He really works hard. That's hard work, dude. That's hard labor. That's labor. That attracts you? I want a guy who works hard. But don't you want a man who makes 200K so he can smile? I would rather a guy who works hard than a guy who's rich. Okay? You have to work hard to get 200K. That's a lot of money. He really works hard. That's all he has. Live in a fucking trailer? You're judging him for living in a trailer? I am. Guess what? You have a problem with guys who live in a trailer? Yeah, me personally. Guys are so judgmental. You break up with him. You can find a hotter guy who spoils you. It literally gives me everything he has. What does he drive? He literally drives a 2012 Kia Soul. Does he make you pay for gas money? No, he always pays. He gives me everything he has. I don't know. That's not a lot. That's like but don't you want a man to make 200K so he can? I would rather a guy who works hard than a guy who's rich.
to the guy.
Yeah, she needs to switch friends really, really fast. And those women look like they're barely out of high school. So to sit over here and say he should be making at least 200K. Well, if that's the case, you need to tell her to date a man that's about twice her age. But see, y'all are not going to do that, because then y'all will call that man creepy. And the funny part about it is she's better looking than you. She has a better chance of getting a man making that much than you do, and you over here making it a requirement. Let's keep it moving, bro. Don't get me started.
A woman bowing for you is harmful submission.
Articulate how it's harmful.
It's prideful on the man's part.
How is it prideful?
It's selfish.
How is it selfish?
Why do you want her to bow for you?
How is it harmful, or what was the other word you used? Harmful or selfish? How is it selfish on the man's part? How is it harmful to the woman?
Because are you thinking about her experience, or are you thinking about your experience?
I don't really understand your argument, but how is it harmful?
Because it's not loving.
How is it not loving?
Because you're considering only your experience, and it's feeding your ego. Having somebody
Doesn't feed
bow
my
for
ego
you,
at all.
it for sure would, Brian. Having somebody bow for you would not feed your ego and make you feel more powerful.
It wouldn't make me feel more powerful.
Just make you feel respected.
How is it harmful to the woman? Articulate that.
It's like a weird power dynamic that is, I'm all for.
Let me ask you a
power
question.
dynamic.
Do you want a guy to open the car door for you on the date?
Yeah. 'Cause
Wow, that's really
loving.
harmful to the man. That's a weird power dynamic that you want, that you insist a man open a car door for you when you have the strength to open a car door. Articulate to me why you want a man to open the car door for you.
Because it goes back further than just like.
Cars are a recent invention of modernity. They've been around for like 100 years. Goes back to when? The caveman days?
Well, obviously not.
Okay, so there's no evolutionary basis for a woman desiring a man to open the car door. So explain to me why women
it did originate for like safety reasons.
Safety
protecting
reasons.
protecting the woman. No, I actually do.
She's gonna blow out her shoulder opening a car door? Don't think so. Let's see, you said that you're a fan of the bow.
So I'm not necessarily a fan of it, but I do watch
okay.
your podcast. And
Yep.
so I was listening to it as I was cooking. I thought it was really funny how some of the women reacted. And so when my husband got home and he took off his boots and whatnot, I hit him with a bow, and his reaction was pretty priceless.
Oh yeah?
I mean, I'm not going to go into it completely, but I probably could have got like anything I wanted that day.
It was good. Did he say anything?
I mean, his face said a lot, and then he was a fan of the bow. Yeah.
Was it your first time ever doing a bow?
Yeah, and I'm a recovered feminist. I never would have bowed to a man.
Look at this. See, you thought to yourself, Brian might be onto something. Yep. Listen.
I will only use it for good, but
all the ladies out there, all the women out there, try a bow. Just saying.
Coming from somebody that spent a lot of time in Thailand, I can definitely tell you this is not some kind of form of like harmful submission. It's actually a sign of respect. If you ever been to Thailand, especially the women, and this is one of the reasons why I love Thai women so much, man. They greet you like this, Swadika, and they do it as a sign of respect. Even the men do it because it's just in their culture. So like Q Peel said, he said, it's just respect. That's all it is. And notice how that woman said, I could have got anything I wanted from my man that day. And all she did was this. Funny, it don't really take much to make a man feel appreciated. And even that's a problem. And to be honest with you, that blonde chick, I'm like, she just come off like she just a misandrist. But let's keep it moving.
If there's nothing wrong with you wearing that outfit while you have a boyfriend, then can your boyfriend follow and like the pictures of girls wearing those same types of outfits? Right? Because we have to be fair, right? We have to be considerate to our partners. So if there's nothing wrong with it, then there's nothing wrong with him liking those pictures. Right?
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Yeah.
Knowing what you know now, if you took that knowledge and I told you, you know what, we're going to push the clock back 15 years. Knowing what you knew now, would you give up the degree? Would you take this knowledge that you have and would you go back and find your dream man?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and I really appreciate you being honest about that.
I'm being honest.
Because when I've asked girls this, most of the time they do say they would turn the clock back.
Hold on.
They would?
What are you going to give?
They would.
Just so you know, you're failing as a woman.
The children don't have to know about
Boom,
it.
shots fired.
Like, do you think that he respects
you
you?
gonna let her say that?
Yeah, come on.
Riley.
I am not failing
Respect.
as a woman.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I would like to hear what you're
Okay,
talking about
so
exactly.
women in general, they have a higher tendency towards morality, even though we've been corrupted out of it. And what happens is women are the ones who hold men to a higher moral standard that they have to aspire to meet.
Right.
So when you say, hey, it's okay for you to just follow whatever sexual instincts you want, you are failing your duty to inspire your man to actually try and control his
No,
lust.
because I am
which,
a high-value
if he did, not really, if he did that, if he actually aspired to those higher values and actually tried to fight against his lust, he would actually find a bigger respect for himself and for you.
Why should he try to fight against this lust?
Good question. Can I answer it? Can I answer why he should try to fight against his lust?
I'd like to hear it.
Because it actually leads to a deeper fulfillment and a more expansive sense of your own humanity when you do that. You realize you are more than just your animal-based instincts. That is a wonderful, worthy goal that actually we are missing in our society.
I do agree, but I think that if a man is high value enough and he's educated enough and has all of these characteristics to where he can be in that top 1% of man.
So this is to the not all men women.
Yes, and how can I help you?
The women who have to tell themselves and they have to tell other people that it's not all men because it helps you to feel better about the man that you're with.
Believe it or not, that's actually not the reason why a lot of women choose to say that it's not all men, because in point of fact, it's not. But I'm sure that the rest of this will be highly educational.
Because you don't want to think that the man that you're with is like all the other guys out there, and you don't want to think that your future man is like all the other guys out there. So y'all tell yourself not all men, and I know what that's all about.
So tell us, what is it all about?
Y'all don't want to face the fact that there's too many men. There are like more men that are not good than there are guys that are good.
I mean, we really could say the same thing about a lot of women out there, but we don't want to touch that subject now, do we?
But the only thing that the not all men mindset is going to get y'all is got. I'm going to keep saying that.
Well, that's nice, but saying something over and over again has never actually made any statement become true. But here's something to take into consideration. Saying that it's all men is actually a very blatant form of bigotry. I hope one enjoyed that gentle reminder.
You know what? I've reacted to that woman before. I definitely recognize her. She definitely has some bitterness in her heart. But I find it a bit strange that you're going to sit over here and try to make that argument, because the last time I reacted to her, she said she had been engaged twice. So if you're going to sit over here and tell me that you've been engaged twice, you can't sit over here and try to validate this all men argument. I'm sick and tired of this it's all men till it's no men bullshit, because if men said the same thing about women, you already know they ain't trying to hear that shit. And you would never hear a man say that shit. Goofy, man. Let's keep it moving, bro.
A good man is hard to find and harder to keep. And let me explain. A good man is loyal, respectful, a man of his word. And he will actually treat you like a queen to a point where you'll believe you're a queen. But if you're not a true queen, what happens is you think that you can abuse him. Use and abuse him and toss him. But you forget, just because he's a good man does not mean he's a dumb man. And what happens in this case scenario is you end up losing him. And you do have a lot of competition because there's not a lot of good men out there. And the minute he leaves, he won't only find someone better, he will actually be happier too. And you will be the only one that will regret it because you know how hard it is to find a good man. Don't ever, ever underestimate a good person in general. Good people, as much as they are good, as much as they could be bad. And when they turn bad, you will regret the day you met them. And no, they won't harm you or do anything bad to you. Them leaving you is the worst thing that could happen to you.
All all he wanted was respect. And when I got into a relationship after that with a man that I respected at the time, I realized the difference. I realized how that man operated when I was giving him that respect, when I was making him feel so manly, and I was, like I was letting him lead and I was listening to him and I wasn't undermining him. I wasn't emasculating him. It made a huge difference in my relationship. And it took Jen on one of our episodes a while ago, season 1, to actually break that down and say that men prefer respect over love. Damn.
A good woman don't challenge a man. That is a fallacy. A good woman inspires a man. We don't want to be challenged. The world is already challenging us, and we want to come home and be challenged again. There is no place we can extract peace and power from. If you got the mindset where you think that's a good woman, you think you've been a good woman, but I'm challenging him. A good woman will inspire him, not challenge him. Cooperate with his plan. If he got a plan and you think, I don't know if this gonna work, use your divine femininity to figure out how to make it work, not go against it. Y'all have divine femininity. Y'all are magical. Get with his plan, help make it work.
5 signs that she is a wife material. Number 1, she advises you not to waste your money, not even on her, but to invest it into something that would guarantee the both of you a future. Number 2, she wants a peaceful relationship. She doesn't fancy nagging you as well as she doesn't fancy you playing games with her. Number 3, she considers your loss her loss and your failure her failure. She is deeply sad when you fail at your goals. Number 4, she stays with you in any situation, both bad or good. Anybody can love and treasure you when things are fine. Any woman can help you spend your money when you have it. But the woman who sticks with you when you don't have any is gold. Number 5, you can cry in front of her and be confident that she won't think less of you. Ever. 5 signs.
Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.